Okay, we're live. Hello. Welcome.
This is like a press conference with no press.
Good afternoon from Singapore and good evening.
Uh, Good evening. It's actually past midnight. It's almost 1 a.m. where I am.
And good morning from Berlin. It's almost
Oh,
10.
it's almost 10. Okay. Um, so this is quite weird because this introduction sounds like we're doing it for the first time, but it's actually our third video. And why is it different, guys? Anybody wants to break it? Why is today quite special?
Because we launched the website already, and just yesterday we launched it, and it's really exciting. We got a lot of positive feedback, and yeah. How did you feel, Sha? How do you
I
feel at the moment?
to be honest, like I think I mentioned it to like the two of you when we were making it. Like I feel a lot of stress. I think it's because like I put a lot of pride in everything that I do, especially when it comes to like a personal project. And like walking into this project with you guys, we pretty much did it very spontaneously, right? Like we were like,
Mhm.
oh, let's do this, and then okay, well, let's do it, and
Yeah.
then we bought the domain and like school everything just like within a day. So I think there was like definitely that sense of like spontaneity that scares me. And like also I'm not like a journalist, so my writing skill and everything, like I don't know what like what others expect, right?
Yeah.
Am I able to put out like good enough articles that can make people want to read kind of thing? So all of that plus just like the amount of work that has to be put in to like making this happen. But
Mhm.
then I actually feel so relieved. Like I'm happy that it looks the way it is. There's a lot of room for improvement, and we can. This is like a work in progress, but seeing what people have to say and like all, especially the two of you, like really liking it, really makes me happy, and like I feel like the relief. What about you, Nick?
Yeah, Nih.
I don't know. I feel like I came from someone who has no art background as opposed to you guys. You guys are more experienced in like designing and with all the graphics design contributing in that part of the website. And I think honestly, it's all thanks to you too. When I open the final the website, it's actually beyond my expectation how it looked. It actually looks, personally, as someone, let's say I'm not contributing any articles, I'm just like an outsider opening the websites. I think it's beyond expectation, I feel. So
Yep.
yeah, so it's I would say that it's a good start. Hopefully
Mm-hmm.
we continue to do even better.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Also, by the way, fun fact, you know that you can do this. Can you see
Oh,
that?
I didn't know. How did you do that?
At the bottom, there's like
Oh.
reactions.
Oh, but there's only two reactions. Okay.
Yeah, but it's like,
Yay.
yay! That's us, like. um, yeah, so definitely, I think, like, it's very important to introduce, like, what YouTube, I mean, not YouTube, sorry. You taste like sunshine does. Dang it. You taste like sunshine does is about, like,
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe we've ever mentioned this in any of our podcasts before, right? Like this is actually the first time we introduced our website, like the existence of that. Um, so what is YouTube? Damn it! What is YouTube like Sunshine does is for you? I want to know, like personally, I guess. Like for you, I guess Chiquita, you can go first. What is YTLSD for you?
For me, I guess because we started as a podcast and now we have this, we create content. So it's really just a collaborative media platform. And I think what's interesting is, I guess, because like we are from different backgrounds, we are living in different countries, but at the same time, we kind of have the same set of values. So like we want to express ourselves, and we want to continue contributing to the world and the environment we live in. So I guess it's more about being conscious as young women with wherever at wherever at whenever or whenever stage you are at the moment, like whether you're going through a quarter life crisis or some other stuff that you still figuring out and stuff like that. And yeah, I guess I really think it's an exciting project for women like us, or yeah, we don't know yet. I mean, it's super interesting, and I think that's it from me. Yeah.
Okay, a little as you guys speak, actually I've been receiving quite a few comments about, I mean, positive feedback from some of my friends. They're saying that the website looks really good, it's really
Yay!
it's well done. They will read some of the articles. Okay,
That's so
actually,
cool.
perhaps for me, this I mean, initially it started as a side project. I mean, before, I mean, when we were just discussing about that, I was always thinking that, oh, this is such a a side project. Like most of us are actually quarantined at home. We're actually staying at home all the time, so maybe we can do something more about, a little bit about writing. But as I actually started to write an article, I realized that these articles that we are writing actually based on our experience. I mean, we wouldn't have to write this if it doesn't actually we experience it ourselves. For instance, like my travel article, when I write about travels, it's actually a few places that I've visited. So and also when I write about my articles about coffee, it's actually something that I actually enjoy drinking in Singapore. So it's actually a reflection of our day-to-day life. Like so we're actually being able to share it beyond just our beyond ourselves and beyond our just friends by writing the, we're actually sharing about this to other people as well. So I think it's a good start that you'll never know what's going to happen in your life, what kind of experience and events you encounter every now and then, and probably you can actually write it in the article, and hopefully it could be it could like contribute positively to others as well.
Yeah, absolutely. I think I really like that you say that, because I noticed that from the first articles that we wrote, right? Like I think I'm the one that wrote the most impersonal. Like I kind of wrote something that is like doesn't really necessarily come from my personal experience like fully. So it's nice to just have that element of like personal, like you can actually connect to people sharing your own experience. And hopefully moving forward I would start writing articles that are more personal and like comes from my own
I was
experience
thinking
and stuff.
it doesn't have to always come from our experience. It also
Exactly.
come from our view of certain things or some our
Exactly.
so that
It's
we
just
can
like
sometimes when you encounter certain things you have some personal opinion but you just don't really be able to express it to just about anyone. Maybe you can actually express this through this article. Like I like your topic about how locals good on you, or how you actually it's better to not encourage the to use more of the I don't know,
fast
individual,
fashion. Yeah.
the fact. So I think it's a very interesting article because I've never really thought about it before. Like
Yeah.
in Singapore, it's very convenient for us. Whenever we want to shop, we just go to the malls and then just look at
Yeah.
the common brands. So maybe when people read these articles, they can actually, oh yeah, maybe we could actually, expose ourselves to more.
Yeah.
Which I think kind of like leads us to what YTLSD's mission and vision is, right, in the first place. It's cool that the three of us can actually feel that already within among the three of us. Like our mission is simply just kind of share experiences, write opinions, write views, share information. Doesn't necessarily have to be something personal. Things that you think could be, positive, contribute positively to
Yeah.
the others. But also like the vision, like in the long run, kind of like in general, just inspires each other. Like be, I guess like our vision is like always all centered around sustainability and mindful, like way of life, which is really really important. And sustainability and mindfulness doesn't always have to mean like environmentally friendly or like meditation. It's not, that is
Mm.
one of them, but like it's so much wider than that. And I feel like that's one of the things that we have to explore, and we want everybody to be able to explore through like sharing all these articles that are going to be on our website. Yep. um I guess the next question that I want to ask is, what can the audience expect from YTLSD? Like this is just the first launch, and we have like 6 articles, so people should totally check it out. But like in the future, like maybe even in the coming week, what can they expect, like other than what we already put out?
Mm, so I remember we talked about this, that we also keep continuing with the podcast, and we already thought about like expanding more on the topic of fast fashion,
Mm-hmm.
and relating back to what we have written. So you can expect that from us. And other than that, I think, yeah, hopefully we can continue giving you like um, most informative and relatable articles. Like for example, I have a few that I have in mind. Like for example, um, little steps you can take to live life more sustainably, or using less plastics. Or also I was thinking about I was just thinking about this like this morning. Maybe I want to talk about career, like
Mm-hmm.
because I'm from the nonprofit sector, and I don't think that I have a lot of friends working in the same field as me. So I want to talk about it a bit, about working with purpose, or like finding how do you find good jobs or good companies who also invest in in like, or like working voluntarily, or stuff like that. A bit
Mm-hmm.
more. It's not that you have to go fully non-profit to have
Mm-hmm.
a good job, or like job with purpose. But yeah, there are a lot of other social enterprises that you can go to for your career, for your next step, for your career. So yeah.
That would
um
be interesting. I need that. I need to read something like that, to be honest. Like to
yeah.
balance, to balance our values and like just sort of the fact that we need to work to survive financially.
Mhm.
Like yeah, I guess that would be a very interesting insight for a lot of people too. What do you think, Nate? Like, I mean, we could talk about this, like, but I really want to be able to share it to everybody. Like, what do you expect to see from YTLSD? Like, it doesn't have to be like specific
Mhm.
um, topics, but like, what are the things that you think like would be really cool and we can probably like implement and incorporate in our YTLSD?
Okay, I was thinking that to me, I mean, relating back to our current situation, I guess everywhere in the world, it is such a trying times for all of
Mhm.
us. Everywhere in the world, there's a lot of uncertainty because of this, coronavirus, and we see a lot of bad news about businesses and all. A lot of people are actually having anxiety, even though you are actually currently you have a you're still not really impacted, but just by seeing the news and all, it actually gives a lot. I mean, I don't know about you, but it definitely gives me a lot of anxiety about what's going to happen in the future.
Mm-hmm.
Like how are we, like, nobody knows what the new, we keep saying about the new normal, but nobody really knows how is this new normal is going to happen. So maybe we can also discuss about this more, into our, incorporate this, like how to actually help ourselves and also other people to actually cope with this, the current situation. Yeah, I think it's quite, it's very relevant. Yeah, I've actually received one feedback, like, from someone that they mentioned that it's actually our articles actually really applicable to the current issue. So maybe they really can relate,
Yeah.
by saying, maybe it's still a very general, everyone can do that, but I mean, by looking at your one of the articles that we say, what can we do when we are like stuck at home all the time, these little things. I know it sounds very common, like we can actually do it on our own, but sometimes when you're actually reading an article, you can actually relate, this post,
Yeah.
which is like, I think, yeah, I think it's a big thing lah, because this thing, I mean, I believe that this virus, it's going to stay in the world for a long time, and eventually we will need to be able to adapt to it. And our blog is actually about a lifestyle, meaning so yeah, probably we need to like incorporate more of these issues as well, like what we write to the current situation.
Yeah, I want to add something a bit about what you were saying just now, like that people are also experience the same stuff, but then I think like I hope that we can also expand more into topics that are not necessarily taboo. It's just that people don't really talk about it openly. So like, for example, mental health and stuff like that.
That's actually very yeah.
Definitely. Well, actually, I'm not gonna give a spoiler yet, but like I already have a plan for my next article. It's going to be a movie review, and I think this movie doesn't necessarily it's like I guess I would say it's an ongoing issue, right? Especially amongst women, and all over the world, but also in Indonesia. So I think it would be very exciting to like start writing something that has a more serious tone to it, touch more on more sensitive issues. Yeah, so definitely I really want us to be able to write on like things that are more stigmatized and try to contribute to like the effort to erase all these stigmas, or especially around mental health and stuff like that. I also am very excited to also invite people to collaborate and contribute. It could be in a form of like an interview. It could be in a form of like short fiction stories. I think that kind of like less, like our articles so far are pretty much fact-based, right? A lot of them are, I mean, opinion-based, fact-based, but like real life experience. But I think, kind of including some fun fiction that kind of reminds me of like, our like teenage days when we pick up like a magazine, and then there's always like that small section that has, I don't know if you remember Cerpen, which is basically short stories. I think it's really cool. And the short stories can also be very inspirational for people. The story can have some substance to it. And I'm excited for that. Like, I don't know how it's going to look like slowly, but surely we will start incorporating all those new features. Yeah. Any questions? Do we have any audience? You guys, do you have any questions?
I guess it came up a lot. So what does YTLSD mean? Or UK's like sunshine nuts?
Yeah. Chiquita, you should totally like explain this, because you were the first one to ever. Well, you were not the first person to coin up the term, but you definitely was the first one who introduced that term to us. Well,
really? No, it was Yanni.
It was Yanni. Well, were you? But basically,
I know salad fingers from Yanni.
But we took that photo shoot, and then you like created some like, I don't know, you were very artsy about it, and you're like, he tastes like Sunshine does. And then from then on, I'm just like, okay, whenever I think
Who
of the three of
actually
us,
watched
it's like,
the cartoon first that you taste like? Who actually watched Salad Finger
I
first?
think it's probably Ariani, honestly. I don't
It
know.
was
I don't
you,
remember.
Yanni.
I think it's Ariani.
I mean, I think it's like, you know, of us actually watched that, and then that sentence actually hooked. Like, I don't know, it's just like a catchy phrase, especially
Um,
for her. And then we actually shared it to Chiquita. Maybe you also know about this. And then for some reason, every time we hang out, the three of us, that's like the sentence that we always like mention. And then we went to we went for a photo shoot together. It's actually it's actually an unplanned photo shoot. At that time, Chiquita was the only one that has a camera. None of us actually has a camera. Our phones was so, you know, the phone
it was a
camera just,
BlackBerry.
Yeah.
no, actually it was even before BlackBerry, perhaps. I can't remember. But
What was it?
Chiquita actually created a cover with that, like You Taste Like Sunshine. So it's just
Yeah.
like, I always feel like, you know, we have other friends as well, right? But whenever the three of us actually hang
Do
out,
we? Do we though? I'm just kidding. Yeah, we do. We do.
but actually when the three of us actually hang out together, that's like the catchphrase that always come, the first thing that comes
Yeah.
as opposed to other. Well, yeah, there are other disturbing movies that we should together, but let's just stick to this one, which is
Let's not get into that.
Yeah.
disturbing. That's probably something that we can actually talk about. But so, and it's actually a sweet thing, you know. I don't know, it just
Mhm.
sounds sweet. You taste like sunshine does, even
Yeah.
though actually, if some people actually aware where it actually originates from, it's
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's also very cool for me to like explain this to people because, you know, the name itself is it's kind of weird, right? It's like, where are you pulling this term from? But then, you know, when I get to explain it and it's like
Hmm.
very personal to us, and you know, all of them actually have like the same reaction. It's like, oh my God, it's so cool that, you know, like you guys been friends for a long time and this term kind of stuck with you for that long. I think it's really, really cute.
Hmm. Yeah. I think I also want to share that, like we love, I don't know, we have, yeah, like You Taste Like Sunshine Does is like part of our inside jokes, but also, but also, like, I hope that we can, put this in our words, in our articles, like, we want to kind of, live life, like,
Live,
so,
love, love.
yeah. And facing problems with humor or like whatever. I don't know. I hope that you get it. Like, do you know what I mean?
I know. Since Blogspot days. I mean, I don't even know. I remember you were big on Blogspot, Jake. So I remember that it was
Yeah.
really fun, like just like being able to express ourselves at that level. Obviously, that one was our personal blog, and but
Mhm.
then like from there, we could already kind of like share our character to the world, even though normally the world means nobody. But it's just like like kind of being able to like make that into something bigger now. It's super cool. Wait,
okay.
okay. So I want to do a virtual toast, even though I think Harini and I have been drinking a little bit. I mean, I
I
need
just
to
want to
drink.
resist having this wine, in front of
Yeah.
me.
Um,
Okay, I
so
guess we
wait,
are.
hold on. So are we doing the toast? Wait, how are we gonna do this? Do the toast, and then I'm gonna share the screen to show. Wait, well, how are we
Yeah,
gonna
check
do
the
this?
website. That's what I meant. Like, but will it
Okay.
show on YouTube Live as well?
To be honest, I don't know. One of you can actually go to YouTube video right
Oh,
now
yeah.
and
Could
just
you
check it.
send? Oh, yeah. Right.
Bam, bam, bam. I'm gonna start with Google. I'm gonna start with Google to like increase the suspense. Okay, I'm gonna try to share it right now. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you see it
Mm,
Yep.
I can see it.
on YouTube?
Wait, let's wait. It's not there yet.
There's a delay. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no.
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 Dang
It's...
it. Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Duh.
Oh
Okay.
my God. I'm not sure. Okay, let me do it again.
It's just a Google page now.
Okay, it's Google page. Okay. So, turn, turn, turn. Okay, should we like, okay, I don't know how we're supposed to do this. Like, maybe should I hit enter and then like cheers and then we drink as we watch it load? Okay, so, okay, congrats to us and let this be the start of something bigger. Hopefully, we can, start putting out more interesting content.
Mhm.
And
Yay.
cheers, guys.
Yay!
All right. Hmm. So, welcome to our website.
Wow.
So, I guess I'm just gonna give like a quick tour of how to navigate. It's pretty straightforward, I think. At the top, there are like 5 tabs that shows, the home, which is basically just kind of like a summary of everything that we already have. As we grow, there will be more articles, and I think, there will be like a feature that will allow people to load more articles as they go. But if they want to like go to specific sections, we currently are dividing our articles topics into self-care, fashion, lifestyle. Um, Definitely these 3 are not supposed to be, like this is a work in progress. So, moving forward, if we have other, like articles that probably don't fit inside that, we were going to expand basically. So we can go into self-care, fashion, or lifestyle. So let's just click on lifestyle, for example. Um, it will show you basically all the articles that fall within, I guess, lifestyle category. You can always go back to home, and then as you scroll, this first one, I think, like it's basically like the highlight, I guess. Like something that we want people to be able to pay attention to the first time, as they get into the website. Um, there's self-care here. So again, it's just a summary of everything that we have. But at the very bottom, we have this section that introduce everybody to like our YouTube channel and our Instagram. And then here, like don't forget to subscribe. So if you put your email address, we will start working on newsletters. Send you guys some emails with updates and like maybe even like events. Whether it be like an open call submission to like maybe special podcast where we want the audience to be involved. uh yeah, so about I think about is pretty much just like whatever we just talked about today, like what UT Select Sunshine Does is about, and people in the team. Yeah, it's basically us and a little backstory. So the little backstory, we kind of already talked about this, but like I think it's nice to like be able to share with people that we've been friends for such a long time. We actually went to the same school, as you can see here. And we did like all of this is actually not fiction. Like we actually used to live really close to each other. And there was like this neighborhood park that we often go to where Haryani used to swing for literal hours till either I puke or whatever. But she just loved doing that. Like that park is so like
Shamelessly.
shamelessly, yeah. It's such a memorable place though. I miss that place so much.
I miss that place too.
Um, I guess the next catch is that since graduation, we have been living in separate countries, which is sad. Like, right? We never actually were in the same place at the same time. I mean, maybe for like a quick 1 week trip or
Yeah.
whatever. Um, and to be honest, like this quarantine actually really, really pulled us together, like friendship, long distance friendship that can finally just felt like appreciate, time together now. And I'm really glad that we did that. I don't even know how it started the first time, but I'm really glad we did because this happened. Anyway, yeah. And
I mean,
last but
one of the things that we want to highlight is that we actually have different interests for some reason, but we actually can connect towards one another. I feel
right, right.
younger Chiquita, it's more like the artsy kind of type, a little bit mellow. Try like I feel more like keep it to herself. Just
She was like the emo kid I was striving to be. I was like, hey, I want to be that emo, like, but in like a cool way.
on the other hand, Sharon is just more the happy-go-lucky, went out to have
Yeah.
wearing a colorful skinny jeans.
Wait, oh my god, I did. So embarrassing, man. I had like yellow, purple.
Yeah,
I
I
don't even
actually
know.
borrowed one of your jeans because like I'm someone who doesn't really wear. I mean, I do wear colors, but it's more like a
Yeah.
big. So I'm bling bling, you're colorful, and Chiquita more like the mellow tone
Subdued. Wait,
subdued.
okay. I think
But
something that I want to point out about her, Yanni, is that she has like the craziest collection of bags.
Mhm.
She has like
Oh yeah. Her bags. Oh my
the
god, like in
weirdest
different shapes.
shapes. I
Weirdest shapes
know.
ever.
I think it was like a buzz bag. I don't even know. It was like some bag, but so cool. I mean,
Yeah.
looking back now, it's cool. Like back then, I'm like, what the hell is this? But
Yeah.
it makes her unique.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
she pulled that off like
Yeah, she pulled that
amazingly.
off. It's all the confidence, man. She's just like, um, okay. Jokes aside, we also have a contact us here that is very important. So feel free to contact us here. We have like a very straightforward form where you can like fill out your name, your email, and like the subject is basically just kind of like to help us sort, like the emails within our um, email box. But like say anything, even if it's just a hi, say thank you, say I want to do this, I want to see this more or whatever. So yeah, basically that's our website. Give it a give it a visit. detailslikesunchanddice.com. Is that too long? Do you guys think it's too long?
Well, I got the feedback about it, but it's fine. But also maybe we should also buy the YTLSD.com. Just maybe in the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cute. I mean, to be honest, I get a couple of feedback of the same, like basically similar things. Like, wait, it's you taste like sunshinedash.com. Like, yes, it is. But then somehow they don't get it right, like the first two times typing it. I mean, it's not really my fault, but I can understand how it's a little long.
actually, even
Yeah.
my mom said the name's difficult, but the website is really good. But she doesn't really understand. She just basically any words of English she doesn't really understand. But she made a comment. The name's quite difficult, but
Maybe we should also buy other domains like did you guys watch How I Met Your Mother? Like how Barney always comes up with this weird websites like
I mean,
I don't know, like femalenewspaper.com or what.
Yeah. Dang. Anyway, okay.
Yeah.
What are we supposed to talk about? Sorry, I'm super lighthead. I mean lighthead. I'm super lightweight, so I'm
Okay.
already like a little bit lightheaded from just
Yeah.
drinking a cup of
So
rum.
that means this game is gonna be even more exciting for you guys. And you really
Okay.
don't have any clue about what's going to happen. So
Yeah. What is this game that you're planning?
yeah, so the first one is three fun questions. Do you know Whitney Cummings, the comedian? Do you know
No.
her? Like on, so
Oh
yeah,
no.
you should go
Uh-huh.
and watch her special on Netflix.
Mhm.
It's really amazing. It's a bit about feminism, and she actually created a sex robot of herself.
No way.
And it's really amazing. You have to watch it. I think it's called Can I Touch This or something, which is yeah.
Uh-huh.
And I regularly watch and listen her podcast on YouTube. It's called Good for You. And then she has this set of questions for her guests, and yeah, it's really fun. It's just like I think it is claimed to be that Sigmund Freud came up with this set of questions, but I don't think he is. It's kind of like personality type of
Mhm.
questions. So let's just start.
Okay.
Um,
So how does this work? What do I have to do?
so no, I'm gonna write it down, or you can also write it down if you want.
Mhm.
Um,
Mhm. Want
so
to write
grab a
it
piece
down.
of paper and pen, ready to drop down your answer. Yeah.
Wait. I'm looking for a paper.
Or I can also write it down for you, because then I will have to explain what are those. Yeah.
Okay.
Um, what's your favorite animal or favorite pet?
The most common thing. Okay.
Yeah, tell me, what's your favorite? Mine is otter.
Wait, a pet or an animal?
Both
Anything?
animal, any animal.
Oh God, so many.
What's
Uh,
the one that really, like, hmm,
For me, it's dog. I don't have any other animals.
oh really? Wait, I have, but like, okay, I'm gonna go with dog, but like French bulldog.
French bulldog, so
Frenchie,
specific. Okay.
Frenchie.
And think about 3 adjectives to describe this favorite animal of yours. Like for me, I like otter because it's so cute, they're smart, and yeah, they're like, I think they're social, very social. They're just like the cutest animal when they're just cleaning their face.
Otters are really cute. Yeah, oh my God,
Really
they're so
cute.
cute, and they do
Yeah.
this, right?
Yeah.
Mm.
So what are your 3 adjectives? Yeah.
Mine is they're adorable. They look grumpy, and they're really chill. At least from my perspective.
Yeah.
For me, it's just the general one. First is they're loyal, they're
Mhm.
humble, and they're adorable.
Cool.
Yeah.
This is easy. So next question. What's your favorite article of clothing? Like a sweater, short pants, jacket, or
Oh,
t-shirt?
I know what.
Okay, I know what I want.
Wait, hold on. Oh
Yeah.
my God, I totally forgot what this is called. What do you call this?
A jumpsuit,
A jumpsuit. Yes.
a onesie.
No, a jumpsuit.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
What about you, Nick?
A dress.
Dress. Same. Me too.
Yeah.
And 3 adjectives to describe this article. Why? Why do you pick this?
Um,
Okay.
What is it? Tell me.
give me a few seconds. Sha, you can go first.
Simple. It's
Uh-huh.
chic and it's comfortable.
Simple, check, comfortable. Hmm. But it's not that simple, is it? Like when you go to pee, you have to strip
Oh,
down.
oh, yeah. I guess I when I say simple, it's more like I don't really have to think about like what else to wear because it's like already
That's right. Yeah.
the whole thing.
I mean, that's kind of the same for me. Like, I also pick a dress because it goes with
Yep.
anything. airy.
Right, right. Yeah,
What
I
was
guess dress would be my second one.
Yeah. For me, it's feminine. For some reason, I like I like to dress like more like a lady. Like,
Mhm.
and then it's also like I don't know how to describe, but it's like one for all. Cause like I felt like I'm not really good in wearing jeans or like pants. Perhaps it's like highlighted my
Yeah.
hips and all. So it's like you just need a one piece of clothing whenever you
Mhm.
go out. You have to think about the tops and the bottom. That's one. And after it's light. It's just like it's just a dress. You
Mhm.
Yeah.
no jeans and everything. So especially when traveling, that's why I like to travel during summer. Uh, you know, one day you just need, a piece of clothing. That's all.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So last question. What's your favorite body of water? It could be a lake, the beach, the sea, um, water, or like
On
anything.
pot of
And maybe you can also be specific if you have
Wow.
visited this place.
bathtub. um,
It can
Okay.
also be better.
I like definitely the ocean.
The ocean. Do you have any like specific which ocean?
Mm, I guess the Pacific, just because it's so huge.
Mm-hmm.
Pacific Ocean. Pacific.
Yeah.
Pacific.
What about you, Nick?
I like a lake. I
Okay.
like
I like lake.
because lake it's still
Yeah.
it's one thing,
Still calm.
and then it's usually it's more of a deep blue, greenish blue color, which is like one of my favorite color. I mean,
Uh-huh.
like that I'm thinking of, it's like at least it's that color.
Mm-hmm.
So let's say have a green blue hue, and
Mm-hmm.
it is
Is there any feeling for you, like, when you see or when you're at the lake?
serenity, tranquility. Is that
Tranquil? Yeah.
tranquil?
What about you, Shep? Pacific Ocean is so deep.
Yeah, it's vast, like it's
Mhm.
big, it's mysterious, and it's full of lives.
Full of what? Life?
Lives, yeah, like just so many things underwater.
Is there like an adjective to describe this
Full of lives.
full of life?
Lively.
Or lively? Good. Okay.
Lively, but if I say biodiverse, I don't think. I mean, I don't know. Biodiverse. That's so scientific. um,
Okay.
it's
I
yeah,
think full
I
of
don't know.
life is fine.
Yeah.
It's yeah. Okay. Are you ready?
What is this? Oh my
So
god.
the first question, your favorite animal describes the way you view yourself.
I'm loyal, I'm humble, and I'm adorable. Thanks.
Yeah, you're a
I
loyal, humble girl,
damn. That's what I like. Grumpy. Okay, I guess
but also chill.
but I'm
Which is
chill. Like I'm just
Because
mad.
that's the top three, right? The fourth one is I'm probably grumpy. I'm very grumpy.
Okay,
yeah. But
that's
my way of
cool.
describing an author, which is like so disgusting, like cute,
Uh-huh.
social, and smart, which is like, ew, no, I'm not social, I'm not cute.
And then what's
Yeah.
the second one?
And then the second one, your favorite article of clothing is how others perceive you. Or
I
do
guess
you think how they perceive you?
that's
What do you think about that?
quite accurate, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not trying
So
to
I think
brag, but I
yeah,
get chic a lot. I get like, oh, I like the way you dress
Then
up
you
a
are. Yeah.
lot. I guess simple and comfortable. I don't know how that translates to like my personality, but I guess I can see that somehow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, definitely, you guys can see like I'm a feminine. I
Yeah.
always see
Hmm.
the
Hmm.
feminine rather than the.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm light. Am I light? Yeah. Sometimes I'm shallow. I can see myself. Like
Well, I don't know if light means shallow.
No,
I
it's
can't
not.
understand people like why is this person keep talking to me in a very shallow manner, but I didn't realize that sometimes I'm pretty shallow. I don't like to think something too deeply, even though I worry a lot myself. But at the same time, what I like to do is I just like to,
You know what? Me actually, I kind of like I know someone who's told me that you I don't think it's like shallow, but it's more like you're always like whenever it's like with new people, you're very funny. Like you always laugh about everything, and you take everything lightly. I guess like
Mhm.
you
Yeah.
kind of just joke about everything, and which is like actually like shallow sounds more negative. Like life to me is like actually just fun and like
Mhm.
always is
Yeah.
taking
hopefully
things lightly.
positive
Hmm.
thing.
Honestly. What about you, Jake? What is yours?
I also pick a dress, and it's kind of similar reasons, like because it's suitable for all occasions. Just what I said. It's casual, it's suitable for all occasions. Which I don't know. I don't think it describes me well, or like how I see people see me. No.
You don't know. Maybe people actually do see you as like
Yeah.
suitable for all occasions.
Like
I mean, that sounds almost like violating. It's like, what do you mean by suitable for all
no, I mean
occasions?
like I can, like, for example, maybe they think I will like fit in
Hmm.
like at a party or like something, but like nah, I'm most popular.
What other people see of us doesn't really reflect ourselves.
We are.
That's
Hmm.
true.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, the last one, favorite body of water, is actually how you view sex.
Sex?
Yeah, is that is that accurate?
Uh,
Whether it's like I don't understand mine. Mine is like calm.
Still, yeah, tranquil, which is
wait, hold on. So what are your adjectives again? Me?
Calm, tranquil, and a deep green bluish.
and then I remember you also mentioned still,
Yes,
and
yo. My God, that fish! I'm a dead fish.
I think they call it like tofu. No, 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 not
starfish.
tofu. Starfish. Oh my.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I couldn't remember. Oh, life
Hold
me.
on,
Life
hold
me.
on. No,
Yeah,
well, I guess, but vast and
full of
mysterious is
life.
kind of like it sounds so like like sounds like a fetish, like vast and mysterious. Hey, wait, hold on. What
Full of
is yours,
life.
Jake? You haven't said anything about yours.
I don't remember what. So I did this before, but then like I don't actually remember. I think I was quite similar to both of you actually. Like I also said something about mysterious, calm. Yeah, it's quite similar answer.
We're simple. We're very simple people,
But
you
full of
know.
life. Like yeah, that describes sex.
Wow, I've is this accurate? Like, is this like an actual
No, no, no. It's just for
Sigmund
fun.
Freud? I'm gonna
No,
do.
actually, I found that it's related more to
You
the
know what? Actually, my
housing.
other choice for the body of water is waterfall. I don't know whether it's.
Oh yeah, it is.
Hmm.
I'm just thinking about waterfall, but then again, I don't really visit a lot of waterfalls, so I
Mhm.
feel
I
like
mean,
it's more.
but like, if it's sex, then like from lake to waterfall, that's like
Wow.
But I didn't
no.
Jump.
that. Like you just like body of water. What's like the body of water that I'll always visit? Lake is, it's to go into a waterfall. You usually have to trek a lot, and I think about it. I mean,
Adventurous.
Yeah, a lot of work. Just go
A
with
lot
the
of work.
A lot of work.
a lot of work.
Kind of loud as well. Oh my god, it's so loud. Waterfalls are loud.
Mhm.
Okay.
Never ending.
Anyway, thanks for the game. I'm gonna play that with like other people too. I'm gonna
Yeah.
like trick them into.
Yeah. Cool.
Cool. So what else in our agenda today?
That's it.
uh, but I guess Haryani, you being like the mother of our not Instagram, but like social media, why don't you, introduce our other platforms to people? Like what other platforms are we on? I guess this is YouTube.
Mhm.
Okay, so I think the first one, another social media platform that we have is Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
So our Instagram, I mean, the purpose is just more like, I mean, Instagram is the easiest social media platform that people always just open every now and then. So the purpose is actually to, as and when that we wanted to post some articles, we actually just give a little bit of hint of what our article is going to be about. It's not going to reveal too much. It's just going to be very simple. That's the point of it. And also every now and then we would like to also post an unrelated like post, like something that's just day to day, maybe just some quotes or some encouragement for us to actually get through the day. So please do feel free to follow our Instagram. We'll try to make the feed as interesting and as lively as possible. And the second one, do we have like perhaps this podcast?
Yeah, this podcast definitely.
Like we try to make it more consistent. We'll try to meet every week to also discuss about a lot of things. I mean, we will definitely announce like what kind of topic that we were going to be discussing. So if you guys are interested, you can actually join our live um, session, or if not, it's going to be available on YouTube as and when you have time to watch, free time,
Mhm.
can head over to our podcast to watch.
Yeah.
I think that's all.
Yeah.
Right.
Also feel free to like just contact us anywhere, including our Instagram if you have feedback or suggestions on like what you want to hear or what you want to see. Yeah, definitely. We're all ears because after all, this is just like, we're all learning together. So hopefully this could be something that is, consistent and
Yay.
actually, oh, I'm losing words. I'm losing. So thank you guys for joining us. I mean, if you're here, but if you're not here, then that's it from us. I hope that like you actually do give us a visit on our website. So like hopefully our articles can help somehow inspire you one way or the other. And we'll see you next week probably. We'll announce it, right? We'll somehow announce it on our Instagram
Yeah.
or something. So do follow us on Instagram as well. At what team? At You Taste Like Sunshine Does, basically, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, it's always You Taste Like Sunshine Does. All right. Bye guys. Let's say bye. Okay.